good, YouTube? You know who it is. Chris Jones, representing Pump Chasers, and this is another episode of the Ask Beastmode show. As you see, I'm in my living room, and you're gonna hear a few packages moving around in the background. Say hello, Denise.
Hey guys.
We're over here. She has a sweet girl voice. She don't talk to me like that, guys. She turned the sweet girl voice on back when she had a boss, when her boss would call her. Or for y'all, she does not talk to me like
yes,
that.
Yes, I do. I feel like, yes, Chris.
Yeah, right. So y'all gonna hear noises in the background. We're actually shipping shirts. I decided to take a break so I can go ahead and get this show done. And then I'm gonna edit it, and then I'm gonna get back to helping Denise ship these clothes. Alright? As you see, I got my black and gold Pump Chasers shirt on. These are gonna be back in stock very soon. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Beastmode Jones. And be sure to follow the Pump Chasers Instagram if you want to be one of the first people to get you one, because people that follow Instagram are the first to know. Alright? Anyway, so we got 3 guests on the show today. Before we begin, first and foremost, you should already know the rules. Any, and I mean any, disrespectful motherfucking comments will get you blocked. And if you don't mind getting blocked, please feel free to talk shit. I found it real crazy. Sometimes, even in the comment section on YouTube, people be asking me to unblock them on Instagram and shit like that. Hey man, once you get blocked, that's it. You know what I mean? Just don't fucking talk shit. Like, I make these videos and other YouTubers make these videos to actually help people. We do it for fun, and of course we do it to promote our brand and to grow. By no means am I obligated to take anybody's shit. So just keep it positive. I keep it positive. Why can't you keep it positive? Alright guys, before we start the show, we're trying something new. Now, I've been reading in the comments. I do read all the comments, even though I don't fucking respond to every comment. I do read them all. Appreciate all the positivity. Some people actually requested that I put table of contents. Let's say, for an example, somebody asks about their physique, or somebody asks about weak points, or whatever. Put the time of the video where that question was asked. That way you can click on that. That way you won't have to watch the whole 20-30 minute show. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So look in the very bottom of the description. I'm gonna have the times and what the question was. That way if you don't want to sit through my whole show, you don't have to. I don't want to hold anybody hostage here. I want people to watch my show that actually want to watch my show. So go to the very bottom of the description. If you just want to nitpick through the questions, go ahead and click on the time where it starts, and you know, have a great day. And we'll see you at the next video, okay? And make sure to like my shit. Now, here we go. First question from our first guest. Here it is.
My name's Ethan. I am 19, currently about 165 pounds. Been following your bulk recently. See that you're taking creatine monohydrate every day, usually with your protein shakes. I'm kind of in the beginning stages of deciding what kind of bulk I want to do. I'd like to get up to 185, 190 before I start cutting back down, possibly trying to compete. Just wanted to get your opinion on what like a good dosage for me to take daily with my protein shakes of creatine, or whether I should or should not take creatine. Trying to remain hoe ready, keep some vascularity, and try to remain cut, not get too bloated with water. So I'll actually include some pictures here of currently where I am, and yeah, thank you for your advice.
Alright, homies and homies. First and foremost, Mr. Ethan, thank you for sending your video in. As you may or may not know, guys, the show cannot go on without video submissions. Okay? So thank you for sending your video. And he asked a question about creatine. Now, I know a lot of you guys are like, why the fuck would you even use this question? It's a simple question, whatever. As a personal trainer, guys, I'm a firm believer that there are no such things as a dumb question. Like I told y'all in a video about a year and a half ago, there is a bodybuilder born every day. Every day there will be somebody that wakes up and decides they want to try bodybuilding, and they don't know shit. Don't even know how to do a bench press or a proper squat. Also, there are people who've been in the gym for years and still can't fucking squat. Okay, so let's respect everybody's questions here. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help everybody. All right. So he wants to know proper creatine dosage, and I'm gonna add a little bit of my 10 cents to the question. All right. So first and foremost, brother, creatine monohydrate is one of the only few supplements that has been through several testing. As you may or may not know, a lot of these supplements that are being sold are not being regulated through the FDA, and a lot of them aren't even proven to work, which is why so many supplement companies are making millions off of products that are practically worthless. Just look at fucking testosterone boosters. You know, practically one of the most worthless supplements you can buy, yet it still sells because a bodybuilder is born every day, and some people are giving their money because they're ignorant and don't know any better. Just like fucking get your dick bigger pills. Now, no homo, but I don't know anybody that went from a fucking 5-inch hard dick to a 8-inch hard dick because they bought some fucking pills. Okay? Yet these dick pill companies are making millions on top of millions of dollars every year because people are stupid, people are insecure, and if there's a chance that something will work for them, they're gonna give it at least a try. You know what I mean? So, same thing with supplements, man. You know, people are selling shit that is practically worthless, and they're gonna take your money. Alright? So, creatine, hands down, is one of the supplements that has been through several testing. One of the few supplements that actually work. I will say it's a little overrated. People just give it way too much props, but it does actually work. All right. Now, creatine monohydrate is a great product, and you can take it every day. You take anywhere from 3 to 5 grams a day. Absolutely no need to go over 5 grams a day. Take 3 to 5 grams a day every day. All you gotta do, 3 to 5 grams every day. No need to load it. No need to cycle off. Just take 3 to 5 grams every day. And I prefer you to buy a creatine that is no flavor, just straight powder. It's the cheapest way to buy it. You know, creatine is one of those supplements that actually work, but it's also very inexpensive, very cheap. Creatine should be cheap. Okay, so don't buy the flavored shit because usually the flavored shit is overpriced. Just buy you some cheap shit. It shouldn't cost you no more than about, man, maybe $10 for a bottle that lasts you for about 2 months. Very cheap product, okay? Now, there are, like I noticed you questioned about bloating and holding water or whatever. There are some people that have complained about, you know, stomach cramps and bloating, because one of the things that creatine does, it actually makes water go into your muscles, and it makes your muscles retain more fluid. As you know, these muscles, yes, they're full of blood or whatever, but what makes the muscles full is glycogen, and glycogen needs water to actually come together to give you a full muscle. So the point I'm trying to make is, you know, it makes your muscles hold water. Anytime you're dealing with anything that can make your muscles hold water, you can deal with some kind of muscle cramping, some kind of stomach cramping when it gets into your intestines and your body got to break it down. Personally, I've never had these problems, but you know, a lot of people have, which is why we have different types of creatine to choose from. You know, you have your creatine citrate, you have your creatine ethyl ester, you have your creatine, you have your liquid creatine, you have your hydrochloride creatine. I can't think of all of them at the top of my head. I've just named 4, but there's about 7 different creatines out there. You know, and I'm gonna be the first person to tell you, unless you already heard it, those are overhyped just to get your money. Creatine monohydrate is all you need. Now, if you're having problems with stomach cramping and whatnot from taking creatine monohydrate, then go ahead and give creatine hydrochloride a try. Creatine hydrochloride is pretty good. It works just as good as creatine monohydrate. However, people have reported and studies have shown that it's real easy for the body to break down. Obviously, if creatine monohydrate is giving you stomach cramps, it's probably having a hard time for your body to break down. Since hydrochloride is supposed to break down a little easier, give hydrochloride a try, even though it's a little more expensive than creatine monohydrate. And also, last question, I'm pretty sure some people may ask, why not just take more than 5 grams of creatine? You know, creatine is great with 5 grams. If it's proven to work, why not take a little more? That's a good question. Keep in mind, guys, creatine is a natural product that's found in red meats and some plants. Okay, now taking 3 to 5 grams a day may not sound like a lot. It may not even look like a lot. Like 5 grams can fit in the palm of my hand. Even though that's not a lot of creatine, it would still take several pounds of meat a day. I'm talking several pounds of red meat to hit 5 grams of creatine a day. So with that said, 5 grams of creatine is more than you can ever take naturally, and it's more than you're ever gonna need. So 3 to 5 grams is plenty. Once again, thank you for your question, young man. Wish you the best. Stay on the grind, and let's go to the next person.
Chris, my name is Juan. I'm from Fairland, Washington, and I have 3 questions for you in this video. But first of all, I would like to say thank you for your videos. Your videos are full of information and help a lot of people. They have helped me, and I believe that they help a lot of people. First, I want to start with a question that has to do with training. Is it true that when you are cutting and you overdo it, you can actually lose muscle instead of preserving your muscle? Like, for example, if you're working out your muscles twice a week and you do too much, that you can actually lose muscle instead of preserving your muscle. What are the set ranges that are best to follow when you're working out twice a week and when you're working out once a week? What are the best set ranges per body part? I honestly like doing high volume. I don't know, I always feel like if I leave after doing like 8 sets, I feel like I could have done a lot more. So I always try to do it that way. The second question has to do with nutrition. I know that you weigh your chicken when it's cooked, and I weigh my chicken when it's raw, but when you weigh your chicken when it's cooked, how many grams of protein is acceptable for you on the options for MyFitnessPal? Because for me, I try to weigh it one time, and I try to type it in on cooked weight, and it had different options from like 6 grams all the way to like 10 grams. So I don't know which one to follow. I really wish that you could help me out with that. If you could just kind of help me out. Kind of help me out with how many grams of protein per ounce of lean meat is it that you follow. And my third question has to do with my physique. Right now I'm pretty much almost cutting. I hope so. I don't know how lean you're supposed to get before you can actually start bulking again. But for your experience, how lean you think I am now? How much body fat you think I have? I would pause right now. As you can tell, my kids are in the back, in the background, and they would probably start asking me a lot of questions. Thank you very much for your videos. Thanks a lot for your help, and I really hope you can answer
first
my
and
questions.
foremost, thank you, Juan, for sending your video in. And yes, man, I'm glad you like the videos, and I'm glad they give you some motivation, you know, and I'm glad that, you know, you like what I do. So I really appreciate that, man. So, let's get to the first question. His first question was about training while cutting. Is it possible to do too much while training and you actually lose muscle while cutting? That's a very good question. And I hate to be a hippie motherfucker, man. But the answer is yes, definitely. If you're training naturally without any type of drugs, there is a chance you can overdo it and you can lose a little muscle. Because first and foremost, a long cut, you're definitely subject to lose a little bit of muscle while cutting naturally. Rather you cut smart as fuck or not, you can risk losing a little bit of muscle mass. It just is what it is. It's part of the process. Okay? Think about it. When you're cutting, guys, the reason why you're losing weight is not because your body wants to be aesthetic. Your body can care less about how aesthetic you look or how good you look in a mirror or how big your biceps are. Your body does not give a fuck. You only lose weight because your calories are so low you are not able to maintain the current weight you are at. So you start using fat for energy. Okay, that's why you're losing weight. No other reason. Your body, only person that gives a fuck about how good you look is you. Your body does not care. First and foremost, it's programmed to survive. Okay, so this is why when cutting, I'm a huge advocate of high protein. Okay, you don't need a shitload of protein when you're fucking bulking. But when you're cutting, protein needs to be high, and I highly recommend taking some BCAAs during training, maybe during your cardio, to really help, you know, protect your gains. That's why the our BCA product, Branch Gains, that's why we say protect your hard-earned gains. It's not a marketing tactic. I'm really serious here. You know, protect your hard-earned gains. Keep your protein high and try drinking some BCAAs during your cardio, especially if you're like me and you do fasted cardio. When I do fasted cardio, I take my fat burners and I drink some BCAAs during my cardio. You know, so definitely, guys, you can definitely overdo it while cutting, and you can risk losing muscle. Now, as far as how many sets and reps you should do, honestly, that's gonna differ person to person. You gotta listen to your body. But one of the a good piece of advice I can give you is don't train too differently than you already were while you were bulking. Let's say if you were bulking and you were doing 4 sets of every fucking thing, then just stick to 4 sets of everything. You know, don't go to 5 or 6 sets. You know what I mean? If you were doing 4 sets of everything while you were bulking or maintaining, just keep it there. Let the diet, let the cardio do its job. Don't do more cardio than you need to. If you're already losing weight on 3 days of cardio, why the fuck would you go to 4 or would you go to 5 or would you go to 6? Keep it at 3. Don't do more work than you need to do to lose the weight weekly. And you should be fine. Listen to your body. If you feel real sore, you got aches and pains everywhere, you aren't recovering, then maybe you're going too hard while you're cutting. Maybe take a few days off, keep your calories at maintenance, and then get back on it and scale back on the weightlifting intensity. This is a trial and error lifestyle, guys. There is no blueprint to success. Okay? So definitely, guys, to answer your question, you can definitely overdo it while cutting, you know, which is a good idea to take some BCAAs and keep your protein high when you're cutting. When I'm bulking, guys, I only weigh about, you know, 195 to 200 pounds. When I'm bulking, I keep my protein at about 200. But when I'm cutting, protein goes up to about 240, even 250. Keep the protein high. All right? So anyway, next question he asked was about chicken breast. I get this question all the fucking time. Should I weigh my shit cooked? Should I weigh my shit raw? Some people may think it's a stupid ass question, but I think it's a pretty good question. Obviously, guys, if you take a 7-ounce chicken breast, right, and then you weigh it, right, and then you cook it in the oven and everything, you take it out and you put it back on the scale, that 7-ounce chicken, depending on where you bought that motherfucker, it can be anywhere from 4.5 to 5 ounces of chicken. You know what I mean? So obviously I feel it's always best and most accurate, if possible, to weigh your chicken cooked. Why not just keep it simple and just weigh your meat cooked? Unless you're doing a recipe, like you're making stuffed bell peppers or you're making spaghetti or some shit where you gotta put the meat together and put it in the oven. I think why not just fucking take the piece of meat you're about to eat, weigh it, and be over with. It's always more accurate that way. And to answer your question, based off my FitnessPal is what I use when I'm cutting. I got my computer right here. 1 ounce of cooked chicken breast is 7 grams of protein, which means 6 ounces of weighed cooked chicken breast would be 42 grams of protein, okay? So 7 grams of protein per ounce. Hopefully that helps you out. Just use my FitnessPal, man. It ain't that fucking complicated. And if you're gonna weigh it cooked, use cooked weight. If you're gonna do it raw because you're doing the recipe, then do raw weight. Okay? It ain't that fucking complicated. And at the end of the day, it's all about being consistent. Just be consistent with whatever you do. You wanna be a raw weight weighing motherfucker? Then just do raw weight. If you want to do a cooked weight guy like myself, then do cooked weight. But don't be wishy-washy and don't be playing different sides. Pick a side and stick with it. Alright? And last question about your physique. Would have been cool for you to pose for us, but I understand you had the kids there and you didn't want your kids asking you these questions, thinking you're some kind of hippie. I understand. But I didn't see your back. I didn't see your legs. You know, you didn't flex your arms for me, so it's really hard to really tell your body fat percentage. But based off of what you showed, your torso, I'm gonna guess and say you're between 12 to 14% body fat. Once again, my brother, thank you for sending your video, and we're gonna go to the third and final person. Here it is.
My name is Michael. I'm 16 years old, going on to 17 pretty soon in December, and I was just hoping you could critique my physique. Right now, I'm approximately, I want to say like 156 in the morning. I'm about 5'8", maybe 5'9". Doesn't depend, but I don't really know exactly. But I've been lifting for about 2 years, going on 3 real soon. Yeah, I just wanted you to point out my weak points and just let me know so I can know what I need to work on. Oh, and no homo, but I'm going to be in my boxers, so you can turn off the video right now if you don't want to watch.
That's real cool how he said, I'm about to be in my drawers. If you don't want to watch, turn up the fucking camera. I do that all the fucking time, you know what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to hear nobody's shit. This is a bodybuilding channel, and if you got a problem with seeing somebody in their underwear, then maybe you should find another hobby, because that's part of bodybuilding. So let's look at this guy's physique, and look at this guy. He looks great. Look at the ab genetics, guys. That's one thing you cannot buy. That's one thing you cannot train for, is great genetics, okay? His shit is squared off perfectly, nice long torso, small waist. Look at the insertions on his arms, guys. Look at the biceps. Look at the brachioradialis. Look how his fucking triceps extend all the way to the elbow. Look how meaty they are at the top, right where it connects to the delts. Those are great genetics, and that is something you cannot train for. You either have it or you fucking don't. Everybody can fucking work out and get in great shape, but not everybody can have that godly, that super godly, aesthetically pleasing body, man. You know, people get so offended, but it is what it is. It's part of the game, man. You either got good genetics or you don't. Like I said, everybody can get in good shape, but you know, you gotta have some pretty good or even some decent genetics to get that crazy great body. Now look at his back, guys. Look at how his traps come all the way down, right to the Christmas tree. Like I said, this guy gets great genetics, and it's hard to believe he's so young. He's about to turn 17 in December, so he's only 16 years old, still in high school. Let's look at some more of this right here. That back double bicep is good, man. My only thing I can say about him is just needs to get bigger. He just needs to get bigger. He's a little smaller. Obviously, he's only 16, only been in the gym like 3 years. He has plenty of time to grow. I'm pretty sure by the time he's 25, assuming he's still in the gym, he's gonna look great. Look at that fucking rib cage. Look how strong his rib cage is, man. You can tell he be doing those dumbbell pullovers. Only weakness I'm really seeing, guys, that upper chest. You know, you're probably a real big flat bencher, man. You need to bring that upper chest up. Make sure you're hitting an incline bench. Show the incline movement some love. You know, definitely. Even under that half natty lighting he's in some good lighting. You know, even though he's in good lighting, the upper chest weakness is sticking out. So make sure you bring that upper chest. Look at those fucking legs, man. This guy doesn't skip leg day. Definitely got a great physique. Nice long torso. Let's look at them legs some more, man. Good calves. Let me see that side chest. Good side chest. Yeah, man. Only weakness I'm really seeing, man, is upper chest. And all he need to do is just keep training. The growth will come. The size will come, man. The size is going to come with time. Especially if you're doing it naturally. You got to be patient. But trust me, this guy is whole ready. At 16, still in high school, this is a body. Epic. I know grown men who aren't even in this shape. Great physique, man. I hope I run into you or you send me a video or some pictures when you're in your 20s. I would love to see how you're looking then, man. And let's see one more time. He's spreading, he's hitting the legs one more time. We're going to close this video out. Front lat spread. Look at that rib cage. Look at that serratus. This guy's in the gym killing it, guys. And there it is. Like I said, young man, you got a great physique. You got some good genetics. I really hope you stay in the gym for some years. Keep following the lifestyle. Don't make no fucking excuses. Sometimes you're going to have to come to the gym when it's not convenient. Sometimes you're going to have a long day of studying or a long day of school or whatever. Still make it your mission to get your workouts in, get those meals in to grow, and you're going to have a true physique of greatness. You already have physique of greatness. Just got to get bigger, and that will come with time. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what y'all think. If you want to be on the show, be sure to send your video to askbeastmode@hotmail.com. Be sure to make sure it's a fucking video. I'm getting so many emails with questions and no video. No video, no show. It needs to be a video. If you're that shy, then maybe this show is not for you. Alright? And that's it, homies and homies. I really enjoyed our time together. I'm about to get back to shipping these packages with Denise. Let me go ahead and show Bruno before we go. Y'all, I know we got a lot of ladies out there that love Bruno, man. Let me go ahead and show the homie before we roll out. And there he is, man. He's tired, guy. He just got back from the what that place called? PetSmart. Got him a good bath. They cleaned his feet and balls and behind his ears. Got him feeling whole ready. He's sleepy, guys. Don't forget to like my shit. Comment, subscribe. Buy 30 of them bitches and holler back at your boy.